Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you how you can improve your sleep to sleep like Kipchoge, the absolute GOAT. Sleep is something that I've really struggled with recently, so I've been doing lots of research into how I can improve my sleep, and I'm going to try and impart some of this knowledge to you. So sit back, relax, and let's improve that sleep so we can train hard and race even harder. So guys, Kipchoge is the world-renowned GOAT of distance running, but how much sleep does Kipchoge actually get? Kipchoge himself in a recent interview said that he on average gets 10 hours of sleep per day. Now he aims for about 8 hours every night with a 2-hour nap in the middle of the day. For most of us, getting that amount of sleep is going to be pretty tricky if you've got a full-time job, full-time education, or you've just got a busy schedule in general. So what things can you do to help optimize that sleep so that you can train hard and race even harder? So Kipchoge monitors his sleep using a specific smart ring, but you can also monitor your sleep using most smart running watches these days. My Coros Pace 2 monitors my sleep, so I know, for example, last night I got 9 hours and 10 minutes of sleep. This is really important because it allows you to optimally load your training. So on days where you've got lots of sleep, you can maybe train a little bit harder. And then on those days where you haven't slept great, you can maybe ease it back a little bit, cut that mileage down just to make sure that you're at lower risk of injury and not overdoing and over fatiguing your body. Kipchoge has a very strict sleep schedule. He is in bed by 9 PM every night and he is up at 5:45 every morning. This allows his body to synchronize a natural rhythm, so it's actually easy to go to sleep in the end. This is something that I've really struggled with, and it's something I've tried to develop in the recent weeks. So I'm always in bed by 10 PM and up by 7 AM to give my body that natural rhythm so it knows that during those times of the day, I'm in my bed and I'm ready to sleep so that I can get up and train the next morning. So if you don't have a strict sleep schedule, it's something I definitely recommend you doing. Your body likes to develop habits, so if you can get into that habit of being inactive between 10 and 7 or whichever time period fits for you, I would definitely recommend it. Something that I'm trying to live by at the moment is the 7-3-2-1 rule. So what this means is there's no caffeine 7 hours before bed, there's no exercise 3 hours before bed, there's no food 2 hours before bed, and there's also no screen 1 hour before bed. Something that I really find that impacts me is the caffeine. Sometimes if I forget and have, a Diet Coke or a coffee mid-afternoon, I definitely find that impacts my sleep when I end up getting into bed. My brain just won't switch off. I'm not overthinking, I'm not thinking about anything in particular. I'm just kind of thinking about nothing, just laying there, and my body just will not sleep. And I've put it down to the caffeine. So make sure you're not overdoing the caffeine and trying to switch off that screen 1 hour before bed. I honestly think it will massively help. So guys, when I talk about caffeine, obviously we like to indulge, we like to have our coffees, our drinks or whatever, and I'm a bit of a sucker for a Pepsi or a Diet Coke, but you can get non-caffeine versions, so look for the non-caffeinated versions, and these are just so that you can have a little treat in the evenings without it stopping you from sleeping. So yeah, if you have to have it, try and go for the non-caffeine version. Something else I've recently been doing, which is pretty difficult in today's financial climate, but having a shower or a bath right before bed, kind of in that half an hour window, I just find the heat relaxes those muscles, and then when I get into bed I'm just nice and chilled out, and it's also helped to warm me up, especially when it's very cold in houses without the heating on. So yeah, having a shower or a bath 30 minutes before bed I find is really helping me at the moment. So guys, another thing that I like to do sometimes before sleeping, if I can't have a bath or shower, is doing some stretching. I just find this really helps to relax the muscles, gets me into that calm frame of mind, a bit like yoga, and just helps send me to sleep. So I'd highly recommend doing some stretching before you go to bed, because it's not only going to help you running, but also might help you sleep. Another tip for you guys is I highly recommend you investing in some blackout blinds or blackout curtains. When I'm away at uni and I'm sleeping in my room at uni, the light level is not great and it's kind of waking me up and it's keeping me up at night because the room isn't dark. But when I come back home and I've got my blackout blind, I find I sleep like an absolute baby. That low light level really just sends my brain to sleep, low stimulation on the eyes, and I just find I sleep so much better. So I highly recommend investing in some blackout blinds or blackout curtains for a better night's sleep. Another thing that might help you sleep are things like white noise, soft-spoken hypnotization, sleep hypnosis sort of things. So have a little search on YouTube, some of them can be really useful. I know some people that use things like white noise or alpha waves to send them to sleep. It just seems to kind of click into the brain and send the brain into that kind of relaxation mode. So have a little search and see what works for you. It's not for me personally, But then again, I clearly like to sleep in the middle of the day with a hat on, so try it out. Another tip, which is something that I think people really forget about, is hydration. If you're not hydrated, you're probably not going to sleep very well. Your body is craving that water and it's going to be keeping you awake until you give it that hydration. So I recommend having at least a glass of water with every dinner and trying to drink afterwards as well. But if you don't, make sure you have that bottle of water right next to your bed, just so you can sip right before you go to sleep, and this should hopefully help send you to bed, or send you to sleep quicker anyway. So guys, another thing that I've recently been using is a pillow spray. So this can be any flavour you like. So my one's lavender. I just find it's really relaxing. It's a nice scent. It's got some CBD in there as well, which I'm a big advocate for. It just helps to relax my brain, send me to sleep, and also smells quite nice as well. But you can have this in many different forms. So you can have a tincture, like an oil that you put underneath your tongue. You can have some capsules that are very much like a tablet. Whichever you find works best for you. But for me, a pillow spray, something that smells really nice. I find it's really nice to just send me to sleep and relax that brain. And yeah, smells nice too. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I hope these tips have been useful for you. If you can improve your sleep, I honestly believe, and the research backs it up, that you'll be able to train harder, train longer, and ultimately getting quicker, which is just a great snowball to get into. So thanks for tuning in today. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. And as a viewer said to me the other day, I hope your runs are perpetually bountiful. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Of distance running, that's gonna be pretty tricky to hit. Oh, fuck. In the middle of the day. No, so far. I can't remember the name of the brand, but yeah, a smart ring that he himself uses it to optimally. Oh, fuck. Right. But having a strict schedule. So Kipchoge has developed a natural, for a bit of a Pepsi, like a Pepsi Max. So guys, so Kipchoge has developed a strict sleep schedule. That's good. 3 different parts of the world. Oh, I hope you've enjoyed. Oh. Another. Okay, all of your support. No fucking hell, that's cool. Will run a lot quicker, and the research support.
Bring the stick that end close.
A bit more like that.
Can you actually see me?
Are perpetually bountiful.